On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Commodity.
A product or a raw material that can be traded, bought, or sold.
Examples:
Commodity tax. International commodity. The government announced a policy to control the rise in commodity prices.
Surprisingly.
In a way that causes amazement or wonder.
Examples:
Surprisingly advanced culture. Have surprisingly little effect. The exam was surprisingly tricky for everyone.
Individually.
Separately or apart from others.
Examples:
Answer questions individually. Individually designed product. Each department has done its product costing individually.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Concert.
A musical performance given in public by one or more players or singers.
Examples:
Have a concert again. A benefit concert. This artist always packs the concert halls.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, to impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Permanent.
Lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
Literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Auditory.
Of or relating to hearing or the ability to hear.
Examples:
A good auditory memory. Auditory system. The auditory nerve carries sound signals from the ear to the brain.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Unwanted.
Not wanted or desired.
Examples:
Unwanted attention. Unwanted guests. He threw away the unwanted items in his closet.
Component.
One of several parts that combines with others to form something bigger.
Examples:
Key component. Spare components for cars. The researchers try to discover a common component in all types of successful organizations.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Attend.
To be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
Attend a meeting. Attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Exposed.
Having no protection or shield from something, such as bad weather, attack, or criticism.
Examples:
Exposed to radiation. An exposed rock. Tech companies often employ exposed ducts and other materials in their office interiors.
Decibel.
Also dB, a unit used to measure the intensity of sound or the comparative loudness of two sounds based on a logarithmic scale.
Examples:
Decibel level. Adjust the decibel. The concert reached 100 decibels, causing many people to cover their ears.
Contrast.
To put in opposition, to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
Concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples.
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples.
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples.
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Traffic.
The movement of vehicles, people, or goods along a route or through a transport system. The amount of such movement in a particular place or at a particular time.
Examples.
Traffic jam. Heavy traffic. We decided to take a detour to avoid the construction traffic on the main road.
Urbanization.
The process of population growth and physical expansion of cities, often involving increased migration from rural areas and the development of urban infrastructure and culture.
Examples.
Urbanization process. Non-urbanization area. Rapid urbanization has led to many environmental and social issues in cities.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples.
Construct a 3D image. Construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Mow.
To cut down and trim grass or other vegetation, usually with a machine such as a lawnmower, to cut down or harvest crops.
Examples.
Mow the field. Mow a yard. My father likes to mow the lawn early on Saturday mornings.
Outdo.
To do better than someone, to surpass.
Examples.
Outdo him in trickery. Outdo the competition. He tried to outdo his rival by breaking the world record.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples.
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples.
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Exposure.
The state of being in a particular situation or place where there is no protection from or guarantee to something harmful, the disclosure of something secret.
Examples:
A southern exposure. The exposure of a fraud. The long exposure to the air tarnished the antique tableware.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
Disturb the peace. Disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Pause.
To take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing.
Examples:
Pause a moment. Pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
Conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Misunderstand.
To interpret or understand something in the wrong way.
Examples:
Misunderstand each other. Misunderstand entirely about her. You should not misunderstand the meaning of freedom.
Noisy.
Making a lot of sounds, especially loud or disruptive sound.
Examples:
Noisy neighbor. Noisy party. The construction outside was creating a noisy distraction from my work.
Lag.
To move or develop so slowly that you are behind other people, organizations, etc.
Examples:
Lag a long way behind the progress. Lag behind its competition. Our interest began to lag sharply.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
Peer group. Peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Academic.
Associated with schools, colleges, and universities, especially studying and thinking, not with practical skills.
Examples:
Academic probation. An academic discussion. An excellent historian must possess an academic mentality.
Cardiovascular.
Of or relating to the heart and blood vessels, equals tubes that carry blood around the body.
Examples:
Cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular tissue. Smoking places you at severe risk of cardiovascular and respiratory disease.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Prolong.
To extend the duration or length of something, particularly a period of time or an event.
Examples:
Prolong the agony. Measures to prolong the lifespan. We need to prolong the meeting for another hour to discuss all the issues.
Excrete.
To discharge waste matter, such as urine or feces, from the body or a cell or gland.
Examples:
Excrete a sticky liquid. Excrete waste products. The body excretes excess salt through urine to maintain proper electrolyte balance.
Hormone.
A chemical substance made by organs that encourages or influences the development, growth, sex, etc., of an animal and is carried around the body in the blood.
Examples:
Hormone secretion. Female hormone. The doctor diagnosed me with a hormone disorder.
Adrenaline.
A substance secreted by the adrenal medulla in response to stress, which makes the heart beat faster and prepares the body to react to danger.
Examples:
Adrenaline receptor. Adrenaline addiction. The band has released a lot of adrenaline-pumping rock music.
Cortisol.
A hormone produced by the adrenal gland that is involved in regulating the body's metabolism, immune system, and blood pressure.
Examples:
Cortisol stress. Excessive cortisol. Cortisol levels in the body are often elevated during times of stress.
Composition.
The different parts of something's elements or ingredients, the way in which the different components are organized, a piece of music written by someone.
Examples:
Age composition of the population. The piano passages in the composition. Their innovative concepts were consistent across their bodies of composition.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Stiff.
Not easily bent, flexible, or pliable, difficult to move or be maneuvered, difficult to relax, having a heavy or formal manner.
Examples:
Stiff muscles. Stiff penalty. Her body felt stiff after sitting at her desk for hours without moving.
Epidemiology.
The study of the distribution and determinants of health-related states or events, including diseases, in specified populations, and the application of this study to the control of health problems.
Examples:
Epidemiology research. Cancer epidemiology. The epidemiology of influenza has been well studied over the years, leading to the development of effective vaccines and treatment strategies.
Association.
A people or groups of people who have joined in a single organization together for a particular purpose, a social or business connection or relationship.
Examples:
Word associations. A scholarship association. His membership in the association provided him with numerous benefits.
Stroke.
A medical condition in which poor blood flow to the brain causes cell death, the act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club, racket, etc.
Examples:
Suffer stroke. A stroke of the putter. This year's extreme heat has resulted in many heat stroke cases.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Constitute.
To be the essential or fundamental elements or parts of something, to establish, appoint, or assign someone to a particular office or position, to make up or compose something.
Examples:
Constitute a threat. Constitute a majority. The new regulations constitute a significant change in the industry standards.
Ubiquitous.
Being or existing everywhere at once.
Examples:
Ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous across ecosystems. Sugar is ubiquitous in food.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Obesity.
The condition of being significantly overweight, typically defined as having a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or greater.
Examples:
Obesity-related diseases. Suffer from obesity. The prevalence of obesity has increased significantly in recent years.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Disturbance.
Something that interrupts a settled and peaceful condition or that makes someone feel nervous or worried.
Examples:
A nervous disturbance. A disturbance caused by a terrorist. This building construction causes serious disturbance to residents.
Mechanism.
A part of a machine, or a set of parts that performs a task, a natural or established process that occurs during a specific situation or reaction.
Examples:
The mechanism for DNA replication. Defense mechanism. He discovered unique mechanisms for photochemical reactions.
Recuperate.
To recover, heal, or regain health, strength, or well-being after an illness, injury, or period of stress or exhaustion.
Examples:
Recuperate from illness. Recuperate lost data. After surgery, it's important to rest and recuperate before returning to your normal activities.
Cornerstone.
A fundamental or essential element or component of something, a basis or foundation upon which something is built or developed.
Examples:
Cornerstone of democracy. Lay the cornerstone. Effective communication is often considered the cornerstone of a successful team.
Hygiene.
The practice of maintaining cleanliness in the home and person to prevent illness.
Examples:
Hygiene practices. Public hygiene. Good hygiene is important for preventing the spread of illness.
Watchman.
A person who guards or keeps watch over a particular place, property, or group of people, often during the night. A person who is on the lookout for potential dangers or threats.
Examples:
Watchman duty. Night watchman. The watchman's whistle blew, signaling the start of the night shift.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Delay.
To cause something to happen at a later time than originally intended or expected.
Examples:
Delay a flight 3 hours. Delay the new project. We delayed the payment because of an incorrect invoice.
Asleep.
In a state of sleep.
Examples:
Asleep at the wheel. Dead asleep. He lay down and fell asleep immediately.
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts, but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Induce.
To persuade someone to do something, to cause to act in a specific manner.
Examples:
Induce a crisis. Induce him to see a doctor. The lack of sleep induces both physical and psychological diseases.
Unconscious.
In the state of lacking awareness and the capacity for sensory perception, especially as the result of a head injury or illness.
Examples:
unconscious bias. A person who is unconscious. I know his unconscious habit that he touches his face when he lies.
Physiological.
Relating to the normal functioning of living organisms and their organs and systems, concerning the physical or biochemical processes and activities that occur within the body.
Examples:
physiological response. Physiological activity. The doctor explained the various physiological changes that occur during pregnancy.
Numerous.
Amounting to a large indefinite number.
Examples:
numerous countries. As numerous as the sand. These descriptions are based on a number of numerous assumptions.
Awaken.
To stop sleeping or to cause someone to stop sleeping.
Examples:
awaken at daybreak. Awaken a child. The friend's death awakens them.
Severely.
Very badly or seriously.
Examples:
severely burned arm. Criticize him severely. Her company was severely affected by the bank's failure.
Fragment.
A small piece or part broken off or detached.
Examples:
fragment of a text. A broken fragment. The archaeologist carefully pieced together the tiny fragments of pottery found at the dig site.
Regain.
To get something back or recover something after it has been lost or taken away.
Examples:
regain our reputation. Regain my health. After years of hard work, he finally regained his financial stability.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Nevertheless.
In spite of that, yet.
Examples:
keep working nevertheless. Nevertheless, she persevered. She was tired and hungry, but nevertheless, she persevered.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
a profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Volume.
The amount of space occupied by an object or substance, the magnitude of sound.
Examples:
volume of work. High volume. This container has a volume of 10 cubic meters.
Basement.
A room or a part of a building that is partly or entirely below ground level.
Examples:
For basement floor. Church basement. Underground rivers flow over a basement layer that is impervious to water.
Insulation.
The act or process of covering something to stop heat, sound, electricity, etc. from passing through. The materials used for this.
Examples:
Additional sound insulation. Insulation board. He installed fiberglass insulation in the wall.
Install.
To fix furniture, a machine, or a piece of equipment into position so that it can be used, put into an office or a position.
Examples:
Install a door. Install a chairperson. The new president was installed immediately after the national election.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Complain.
To say dissatisfaction or annoyance about something or somebody.
Examples:
Complain about a job. Call and complain frequently. Our users are often complaining about the slow application.
Refund.
A sum of money that is given back to a customer as repayment for a purchase. The act of returning money to someone who has paid for a product or service. Verb: to return money previously received or paid.
Examples:
Tax refund. Refund a balance. I received a refund for the defective product I bought online.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Shield.
A protective covering or structure, especially in the past, that soldiers held in front of their bodies to protect themselves.
Examples:
A heat shield. A shield for protecting against a bullet. LEAD is an effective shield against X-rays, gamma rays, and other harmful radiation.
Priority.
Something that is more important than other things and should be dealt with first.
Examples:
priority call, priority seating for elderly. Her priority is to be a mother.
Property:
A thing or things that belong to someone.
Examples:
A man of property, chemical property. He stood to inherit $1 million property.
Cancel:
To decide that a previously scheduled activity will not take place.
Examples:
Cancel a class. Cancel a free subscription trial. When customers cancel their reservations, they lose the deposit they made.
Background:
The details of a person's social heritage, such as family, vocational or educational experience, past information that is essential to understanding a situation or problem.
Examples:
A background color. A criminal background. The company's hiring criteria emphasize personality, not a person's background.
Vacation:
A period in which someone does not have to attend work or school and is free to do whatever they choose, such as travel or leisure.
Examples:
A short vacation. Summer vacation. Do you have a plan for a long vacation?
Appropriate:
Suitable or proper in the circumstances, fitting.
Examples:
Appropriate behavior. An appropriate time. It would be appropriate to dress nicely for the wedding.
Confer:
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Statistics:
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Constant:
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Degree:
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Pollution:
The introduction of harmful substances or waste into the natural environment that causes adverse change.
Examples:
Environmental pollution. High levels of air pollution. The pollution is endangering the local plants and animals.
Profit.
Money that is earned in business or by selling things after deducting the costs involved.
Examples:
Gross profit. Make a profit. This business yields little profit.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Footprint.
A mark of a foot, shoe, or animal's foot left on a surface.
Examples:
Footprints in the snow. The footprints of an earlier civilization. We choose transportation that has a smaller carbon footprint.
Lawn.
A stretch of ground covered with grass, typically attached to a house, and often used for recreation or aesthetics.
Examples:
Lawn mower. Lush lawn. The family enjoyed a picnic on the lawn in the park.
Rake.
A garden tool with a long handle and curved, pointed teeth used for gathering fallen leaves, grass clippings, and other debris from lawns and gardens. A dissolute or immoral person, often one who pursues pleasure and debauchery to excess.
Examples:
Bamboo rake. Rake's behavior. The golf course has special rakes for smoothing out the sand traps.
Reduction.
A decrease in size, amount, or degree.
Examples:
Reduction strategy. A gradual reduction. The reduction in carbon emissions has been significant since the implementation of the new policy.
Blend.
To mix or combine two or more substances.
Examples:
Blend all the elements. Blend milk and cream. The toad altered its appearance to better blend in with its new environments.
Manufacture.
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
Manufacture an enzyme. Manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Advertise.
To draw attention to something such as a product, service, or event in public to encourage people to buy, use, or attend it.
Examples:
Advertise the campaign. Advertise on social media. We want to advertise our company through your media.
Regulation.
An official rule made and maintained by a government or some other authority, the act of controlling or directing something according to a rule.
Examples:
A company regulation. Regulation by the government. The regulation approved by Congress was perfunctorily implemented.
Enforcement.
The act of ensuring that rules, regulations, or laws are obeyed or implemented. The act of applying force or pressure to compel compliance with rules or laws.
Examples:
Enforcement action. Enforcement officer. The enforcement of the new traffic laws led to a decrease in accidents.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue. Annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Supposedly.
According to what is generally assumed or believed without actually knowing for sure.
Examples:
Supposedly identical. Necklace supposedly made of pure gold. He is supposedly nominated for a Nobel Prize.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Relentless.
Persistent and determined, continuing despite difficulties or setbacks.
Examples:
Relentless attack. Face relentless pressure. The athlete's relentless training paid off in the end.
Cholera.
A severe infectious disease that causes acute diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration, often resulting in a rapid and dangerous loss of body fluids and electrolytes.
Examples:
Cholera toxin, cholera epidemic. The outbreak of cholera was a major health crisis in the 19th century.
Pest.
A destructive insect or other animals that are harmful to crops, animals, or humans, someone or something that is annoying or troublesome.
Examples:
Pest control. A pest of bean plants. The gardener used natural methods to keep pests away from her plants.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.